This is Madman Dan, Operation No Time to Die, USA KMT, July 1944. This very well could be our last turn in this YouTube war and operation, but all the Allies can do is play our best and try to squeak out as many victory points as possible. So we'll get to that at the end of our turn, but for now, progress research. So as usual, we have 7 text to roll, same ones as last time. So the first we're going, I guess, if we get, which one is it? Heavy bombers, I get a victory point, which would be nice, and of course, wartime economy finally. So first, let's do heavy armor. Hey, you got that. Heavy bombers. Looking for another high roll. There it is. And that is a victory point for us. Heavy bombers goes on to stage 5. Sorry, stage 4. Next, advanced submarines. Hey, another success. I think this one, what is green? Green is radar. Not that we really need it, but we might as well roll for something. Alright, now we're definitely going to miss wartime economy though, despite us getting the last 4 techs. See? I told you. Alright, improved factories. This would also be kind of nice. Nope. And attack submarines. Or sorry, attack transports. And that's another miss. So I guess I can't complain that much. I got, I think, 4 out of 5, but and I did get the 1 victory point, but I guess we'll just have to suffer without wartime economy this game. Alright, we're going to jump to our production, which should be over here. So, the USA will be double building the Anzac carrier for $10. We'll be lend-leasing a jet fighter to the Free French. We'll be lend-leasing a United States Marine Corps to the KMT. Now, I'm pretty sure this is allowed. If not, we can just switch that out to a Marine. We are building 3 advanced artillery. We are building 3 infantry, 2 transport planes, and an American jet fighter. And according to what I broke down earlier, that should leave me with 3 in the bank. The KMT I forgot to do a buy for, but they will build 3 infantry. I'll just put that there for now. All right, and that should be everything for us, and we can jump to our battles. So we are doing, if I recall correctly, I think at least 11 battles this turn, with all over the world. So I think we'll just jump straight to it. Well, let's summarize. Number 1, we will be walking into Shantung. Number 2, bombing this major port, so the city will be surrounded. Number 3, we'll be marching into Nanjing. Number 4, we'll be raiding the home island line for as much as we can with this coastal submarine. Where is 5? 5, 2 light cruisers and 1 heavy cruiser against his light cruiser. 6, we're bringing down 3 submarines from up here, along with this American fighter. Going after that Japanese light cruiser. 7, American medium bomber and a destroyer will be going after the submarine. This medium bomber will be on maritime air patrol. 8, where was 8? I may have miscounted. Oh, yeah, 8 we'll be raiding this line with 2 subs from this. Oh, sorry. 1 sub will be going to 55, and 1 sub will be going to 65, and they'll both be raiding the. I don't know what line it's called, but it has $1 left to take, so we'll try for it. Number 9 will be the Battle on the Philippines. We're going to be bringing 6 infantry, a marine, 2 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, 3 battleships, and 4 heavy battleships into that fight. And that's going to be probably the big one of the night. All right, and on the other side of the board, number 10, 9 or 10, we'll be sending 4 infantry into Madrid against his 1 militia, which is surrounded. And our final battle will be moving 1 infantry into Aquitaine to just take $1 off the Germans. So let's jump straight to it. So 1, this is easy. We'll be walking in with a KMT infantry into Shantung. Oh, let's not steal that. Oh, no, that's not what I'm doing. Oh, no. There we go. We'll put that there. So number 2, we will be bombing. We'll be bombing that major port. So this will go off. It's just a matter of if he shoots down my bomber or not. So we're actually not hoping for too much damage. Just 1 will be sufficient. That's 6. I'm not too sure what the max damage is off the top of my head, but we will just put this over here. So that's 6 damage to the major port in Nanjing. I can delete that. Can untoggle this lock. And he will try to shoot back at a 3 with his automatic facility defense. He lives to fight another day. All right. So on to 3. This entire stack, the 107th Army here, will be moving into Nanjing, along with 3 KMT fighters, 1 KMT jet fighter, and 2 KMT cavalry. And I have set it up already down here. I've already set up my 2 battles, well, 2 major ones. The bottom one will be the first one into Nanking, and there'll be these 2 forces facing off against one another. And also down below and above, we have the battle for the Philippines. All right. So to start off with, we aren't crossing a river or anything, so everything will stay where it is. And I believe I certainly have enough artillery here to kick up all my infantry to the next level, till 3s. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, and yeah, that's plenty. All right, and all his infantry, or all his units will actually go down by 1 because the city is surrounded. But I don't believe his first striking fortification will be affected, so we can roll that for him at its base value of 5. All right, but I will have 2 at 4 to start with and 5 at 3. So let's start with our 4s. Wonderful. 2 first strikes. And we have 5 more regular artillery. And that's going to be 2 more. All right, he will get 2 at 5 and 2 at 2. And the greens will be the 5s. So that looks like 1, 2 first strikes on me. So 1, 2. Suppose I have to decide what I'm going to take my hits on. We're going to take our 2 cavalry off for me. And I said I did 4 to him, so he will be taking, I bet he would say these 2 artillery since they fired, and these 2 militia. All right, so we can get that off the board, and start rolling the rest of our stuff. We'll start with our high stuff first because hopefully we'll just get 2 more hits and call it a day. Yeah. Oops. All right. So on 8s and 6s. So that's just 1 hit. Well, I guess we'll have to figure out what the rest of our stuff is doing. So we're going to have 3, 4, 5 at 3. So let's just use these die. 5 and 2 more at 3. The pinks will have to roll separately just because we will retreat with the pink dice. So 1 will retreat, and that's at least 2 more hits. On him on return, he's going to have 1 militia and 1 infantry at 3. And that's nothing. So that is the rest of his units. Hopefully I didn't miscount his board when watching this video. And 1 infantry is going to have to retreat, so we can just maybe do that now before we forget. And that is Nanjing taken back for the CCP. Sorry, the KMT. It's late here. No, we're not going to give it back to the CCP. And we can get rid of this. All right. So that is that battle. We can maybe just clean this up a bit. Okay. Anywho, so we're on to battle number 4. Oh, I guess I should have moved everything. I apologize. Yeah. Sorry, I guess I should have actually made all my combat moves. I know I said them out loud, but I didn't actually move them on the board. So let's just take a minute to do that. This submarine will go down here. This submarine will go down here. These 3 subs will go down to 91. This aircraft from the Line Islands will go to 91. These battleships will, well, we have to, well, we'll do these in a second. But this tactical, no, I'm just going to leave all this stuff here. It's much too messy. But those 6 units, well, those 5 units will certainly be coming along with, off the 7th Fleet, these 4 heavy battleships can just move over here. This thing will go over here. This thing will go over here. And then I think that is everything. Oh, and over here, we will be sending 1 unit into Aquitaine and 4 into, oh, come on, 4 into Madrid. All right, and now we can go back to rolling stuff. Okay, this coastal submarine. He's just going to be rating in a +1. And we can get rid of all this crap. So first the attacker and the defender. Ooh, a 6 versus a 2. The little coastal sub takes off $5 from the Japanese Empire. So I believe this makes Japan go down to $44 for all of us who can read upside down. All right, battle number 5. What do we say? 2 light cruisers and a heavy cruiser against the Japanese light cruiser. So that's going to be 2 at 5 for me, 1 at 6, and 1 at 5 for the defender. So that's 3 hits for me and 1 hit for him. So I will lose a light cruiser. And he will lose 1 as well. All right, battle number 6. We have 3 subs at 3s and 1 fighter versus his light cruiser at a 6. Sorry, at a 5. So we can just maybe reroll these dice because they seem lucky to me. They're all first strikes because there is no destroyer, and I think that's a 3. I think the way this game works is no matter what, there's going to be a value on top, even if it looks, physically cocked. But let's roll a 6 just to be safe. And he can retaliate at a 5. So he missed, and I'm pretty sure that's a 3. Let's just roll this one more time if it would have gone to round 2. So he definitely would have died, and we can argue later on if he kills a sub. But let's just assume we hit in the first round, because I may be biased. All right, so that's 6. 7. 1 round at this. Well, he can go longer if he wants, but I presume he's going to submerge, so I can easily pass by. So, a medium bomber and a destroyer against his submarine. So let's say this yellow die, or whatever color that you want to call this, is at 7. And the other one is the destroyer at 4. So that is a hit. Since there's no reason not to, he's going to fire back at a 3 and try to kill a destroyer. And he does. So he takes the destroyer down with him, which is unfortunate, but hey, he is out of the way. This means that this transport and these 2 battleships can join the fight in the Philippines. Also, these, I can just might as well just move the 7th Fleet there as well, since I'm bringing those 3 transports. Okay, 8. We're going to have 2 submarines and 2 zones raiding the Japanese for $1 more. So this is the first roll. That's nothing. But good thing we have a second submarine. And 4 plus 2 is 6 versus 4, so that's another $1 off from Japan. So full damage to both lines. Ouch. I think this is more convoy writing than the Axis has done to Great Britain the whole game. So lucky us. All right, so that is 8. And number 9, we are going to try and take the Philippines back. We have a metric crap ton of first strikes. His coastal artillery will get to fire back, but I don't believe it's first strike, or even if it is, I'd go the same time as my battleships. So, I forgot to clear this with Boston Bruce before the game. I don't know exactly the order that he wants to take units off here. I'm going to presume that he actually wants to, at least in the first round, he's going to want to keep his AAA alive to try to kill a couple American planes. But after that, it's going to be militia and then infantry. Of course, if I get 7 first strikes, then this entire point is moot. So we have 3 at 4 and 4 at 5. All right, so here's hoping for low rolls. That is 1 for me. And 4 more. Another one. So only 2 first strikes, unfortunate. All right, so we can get these off the board. Well, we might as well leave them here for now because he has 4 coastal guns, which means he has 12 shots. I believe he has the option to... He does have the option to kamikaze me, and that could actually affect things. Well, not at this point. But we can... Ooh, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that actually makes it kind of easy, because I will just damage my 4 heavy battleships. Where's my damaged hull? There we go. All right. I'm just going to assume he wants to use his kamikazes. It is the kind of last turn, so I wouldn't see a reason why he would want to save it. Oh, not last turn, but it's getting down there. And if he target selects transport, that could really be a game changer. But if Boston Bruce, you do not wish to use these, you can totally discount what I'm about to roll for you. All right. So that's a hit on me. Really lucky it's not target selection, so I will damage another battleship hull. If you don't want that result, I'm totally fine with you not rolling that. So back to the land battle, I guess. So I got 2 first strikes. I'm guessing he's going to take his militia. All right, so I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry. I believe it's mountains, so it's going to be at 1s. 2 fighters, and 2 tacticals, and a medium bomber. No, the medium bomber is not coming in. I don't think it even could reach in the first place. So, our ones first. Hey, we actually got the hit. And then our aircraft. So that is a 9, but these are 2 target selections, so I will obviously be taking, well, not that's going to be, well, it's technically going to matter. I'll be taking his infantry. All right. So him in return. So we can probably just roll his infantry and militia as one, if I don't miss the table. Now this is the potential to hurt a lot. Luckily, it doesn't. I only take one Marine. But here is also another, potential, because he gets to shoot me with his AA guns, and, well, this could do a lot of damage. That is 1 dead something. Okay, so I took my Marine off, or will take my Marine off. He has to take 3 hits. He's going to probably take his AA artillery, and I'm going to target 2 infantry. Now, do I want to get rid of fighter or tactical bomber? I'm going to keep the tactical. We have another fighter coming as a replacement, so we'll just take 1 fighter off. All right, round 2. Oh, did I roll 1 too many die? I have a feeling, nope, I only had 7, right? Nope, we're good. So we're down to 6 infantry. Excellent. No, missed the table. Only I was hitting on 2s. So that's 2 hits. That's 2 hits so far. And we can do my aircraft. Just in case if it matters. Didn't, so good thing I missed. I mean, good thing I hit with my other guys. That is a 3 and a 5, so no more hits on him. So we have liberated the Philippines with only mild damage. All right, so we can get rid of that. Next, I think that's this side of the board. Hopefully I haven't missed anything with my with all my lines, but I think we are good. Sorry, these will be dead. This Marine will be dead. All this stuff will be... No. All this will be dead. His coast artillery goes bye-bye. His fort under construction goes bye-bye. And I think 1 fighter goes bye-bye. And that is that. So while we're over here, that is going to be 4 up for the Chinese, the KMT, and 2 up for the Americans, and 6 down for the Japanese. So by my count, that makes the KMT up at 12, USA at 69, and Japan down to 35. All right, so on to Europe. I need an American Rondel because we are going to walk on to Aquitaine. And our second combat will be 4 infantry at 1 against 1 militia at 1. Yeah, this has a chance to be a very long battle. So let's just say my infantry are these blue dice, and his infantry is this pink. So that city is surrounded, which is why he is at 1 instead of 2. And it's also a mountain, which is why I'm at 1 instead of 2. So, nope. Round 2. Nope. Round 3. Hopefully I don't have to keep you guys here all night. Round 4. Well, he gets the first blood. That's not good. So that's going to be 1 defender hit so far. So I'm not too sure what round we're on now. Round 5? Nope. I really should have gotten the Free French to go in first and try to kill him. And there we go. So we take Madrid with 3 infantry instead of 4. So that's another 1 down for the Germans. His militia will go gone, and I just need to have 3 left. All right. And that means America is up to 71, and Germany, by my count, is down to 66. I track them and Vichy separately, by the way. Okay, so non-combat moves. While we're over here, we're going to strategic naval move these 3 boats over to New York. We are going to send 1 destroyer down to 135, along with 1 light cruiser should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. This medium bomber will... Where can he go? Anywhere nice? Not really. He'll go to Dutch New Guinea. What next? This guy will walk across the ocean to Kwantung. This mountain will walk on to Hunan. My strategic bomber will stay in Hunan. Move back to Hunan along with my Air Force. All right, these transport planes will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into Hunan. So getting a little crowded. We did that. These technically should already these fighters went, or these tactical bombers, I should say, went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they need somewhere to land, and that will be on this fleet card. Oh, sorry, I guess the carrier is moving to the fleet card, I should say. And we can just move all this back on to the Philippines. This fighter moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will move back, or I won't say back, but onto this carrier here. What else do we want to do? This jet fighter might as well move to the Marshall Islands. These 7 submarines are going to move down to this sea zone. I guess I should erase some of these, or I can do this now. This submarine will move down to 57. So that's 1 submarine in 57 and 7 submarines in 59. 1 submarine in 65, 1 submarine in 55, 1 submarine in 91, 1 coastal submarine in wherever the zone is, but 54. A light cruiser and heavy cruiser off Formosa. In addition to the Anzac units, the torpedo boat destroyer, sorry, the coastal submarine and the transport, we're going to have, these will also move to the to the Philippines. In fact, we can just say that's 4 light cruisers. Ah, shoot. 4 light cruisers. And so on the Philippines, we have, I should damage these. Give me 1 second to, all right, so on this stack, we should have 4 damaged heavy battleships, 1 damaged battleship, 2 undamaged battleships, 2 fleet carriers, 2 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 destroyers, and 4 light cruisers. In Hunan, this mighty mess, we have, well, I'll summarize after we place units, but I think that's all we really need to go over here, and all our non-combat are done, so we can, as I said, go on to place units. So this Anzac carrier will be going to 135. This United States Marine Corps, I should say KMT Marine Corps, will be moving to Kwantung. While we're over there, we'll be placing 3 KMT infantry in Hunan. We will be placing the rest of our stuff in, well, our 2 transports will go into San Francisco. Our 1 jet fighter will go over to, New York. And 3 infantry and 3 artillery will The 3 artillery can go. Oh, 3 infantry can go to the northeast, and the 3 artillery can go into New York. Oh, sorry, 3 advanced artillery. I forgot non-combat movement. I am to move these 3 boats. Sorry, I just have to check my notes. To Sea Zone 33. So that's a coastal defense ship, a torpedo boat destroyer, and an American destroyer. So with that, that's the end of the American turn. We are collecting a magnificent 71 plus 12. That's going to be 83. 83, and we save 3, so we're at 86. The KMT will be collecting 13, 12 for territory, and 1 for their bonus. Oh, and this Free French jet fighter will be going to northern Algeria. And that is the end of the American turn. So now the moment of truth. We have to not roll a 1 or 2. So if we roll that, I think the game just might be over. So hoping for a high roll for once. Huh. That is a 6, and the game continues. So with that, I will pass you off to Panzer J with January 1945. Have a good one, everyone, and have a good night.